Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Mondays in Exandria. We got a little bit of a later start, but life happens. So, unfortunately, due to part of that life happening, the airlines have taken producer Trav from us this evening, and therefore we will not have him. F's in chat for producer Trav. But he should be back next week, so that's the good news. Let's go around and let's say who we are, who we're going to be playing, and then we'll get started. So, I will be playing Wendell Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwaddle Hossenpfeffer the Fourth of the Havisham Hossenpfeffers, a nobleman and a warlock, and our benevolent DM, just before the session this afternoon, gave us level 4. So now I am even more charismatic, handsome, and charming than I was previously. Yes, you may bask in my glory. Speaking of basking in my glory, we've got Shiny Pilot 206.
I think you mean everybody. I think you mean everybody basks in Igor's glory.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Everybody loves the Igor. Ladies love him. Men love him. Men want to be him. I mean, come on, it's Igor. Yeah, Shiny Pilot playing Igor tonight, and I don't have the plague. It's just glitching with the background, so sorry. But it's kind of cool. It does look like I have the plague. Anyways, yeah, excited to be here and play tonight.
Excellent. And we also have D20 Coup de Grace.
Yes, that's me. I will be playing Harlan Flipcloak, the Hobgoblin Wizard. And I think it's going to be a rough time tonight.
We're probably not wrong. You are the divination wizard, after all. We also have, speaking of people having a tough time tonight, Nuggetosaurus.
Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Hal, the Shifter Fighter. I've had a really stressful Monday, so I am in the stress mindset. So I'm ready for some fantasy-induced stress. So let's get to it.
Fantasy-induced stress is so much better than real-life stress, so we'll take it. And last but certainly not least, because Travis isn't here, we have our fantastic DM Deception Check, who I'm just going to pass it on over to now.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I'm at Deception Check. I'm the DM here for Mondays in Exandria, an adventure in Iman. I really feel bad for the fantasy-induced stress I'm providing to Howl this evening because it's just going to be a thing. There's lots of stuff to discover this evening. But they're also, everything available to them can be passed by or not found because, it's group. They tend to do their own thing. But without Lamont here, maybe we'll have a little bit better chance of finding a few new things out that might make Lamont happy when he returns. Last week, our intrepid group, I really wish you guys had a better name.
It's the best name.
It is
great group name.
But they had the beginnings of a dinner party, the end of a dinner party, in which, once again, our poor Hal found out some things she may not have wanted to find out, learned a few things that she may not have wanted to learn, and was threatened, possibly, underhandedly. I don't know. I don't really think there was any threatening there. But then the group decided to go ahead and find out where this Nimblewhite went. It took them a little while. They wound their way through several different places, finally finding, themselves standing outside of the manor of Coin Mistress Hannah Wasserin. It also happens to be the home of one character's love interest, who she's been separated from for some time. I don't know how Igor will ever stand it, but maybe Hal can help him. So we find our intrepid adventurers creeping up the back stairs of the servant quarters inside the manor after having defeated several shadowy things in the courtyard and breaking in through a stable door. They found several dead bodies. They don't know what's going on, and the sounds of battle, at least where they are now going upstairs in the servants' quarters, are muffled somewhat. What do you guys do?
Well, I look at, now that we're at the top of the stairs, I look at the Nimblewhite sensor, because it was leading me around.
Mm-hmm. It's pointing due east. I'm sorry, west. Sorry. I know my directions, I promise.
Sure.
So
It's
quick,
pointing there and there.
Ah.
fair. Quick question.
Yes, answer.
At the end of last session, did I hear I heard a scream,
We
right?
did.
You did.
That I recognized, correct?
You heard, yes, I believe you did
Mhm.
recognize the tone of the voice of the scream.
Okay, can I pinpoint where that came from?
It seemed to be coming also from the west.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna barrel past Wendell, just full speed, heading that way.
Okay.
Oh, we have a map. Ooh, okay,
Yes.
wait, hold on.
You,
I
you
forgot.
have never been in the servants' quarters, as that was not somewhere your charge would ever take you, so you do not know the lay of the land here.
Okay,
Not
I'm
many people
just-
know the servants' quarters.
Well, if it's coming from the due west, we probably shan't head east.
The hallways here are thin and dusty somewhat. It's rough-hewn walls, not much
Ugh.
paint. There is a hallway to your left as you come through the stairs with two doors. One seems to be open to the north, and there is an open door to the south along the rest of the hallway.
We want to go west, right?
Yes, you
we
do
do.
want.
So-
That's where
I'm
I
gonna
believe.
go
Well, our
to that
contraption-
door. I'm just
Okay, you walk in. It is a small room, very simply decorated. It looks like a woman might have lived here. There is no one here now. There are no doors. There's a small window that is barred. It seems to be a bedroom.
barred with iron bars or boarded up or
No, it's wooden. It looks to be wood. There's not like they didn't spend money on glass or anything
Okay.
along those
Mm.
lines. It's just they're wooden railings, kind of like just closing the window off.
Okay, and there's nothing in here.
Other than furniture and a bed and clothing and a few knickknacks. No.
Okay, then I'm gonna go back over this way. And
Okay.
Hal is doing this at full speed, by the way.
All right. What is everyone else doing as Hal is running through the hallways?
Monster, he's moving so fast.
Yes. Was there not a hallway, Hal?
No, it's just a room.
I'd like to look
Does
out.
the servants' quarters dead end? Are there no doorways to the rest of the second story?
Oh, no, Master, there's doors everywhere. They get you places.
We didn't find these doors, Igor.
Oh, yes,
Use your
Master.
servant senses.
Right away. And Igor, using his servant senses, will go to the southern door.
Okay. All right. So Hal, you're going to the open door to the north. You're muted.
Sorry, I just kind of want to stick my head in and then.
Okay. It seems like the same thing. There seems to be more, might have been a male servant room. You imagine that because these two rooms look to have just single beds and dressers and whatnot, this might have been the head butler and the head maid rooms.
Okay.
So there's nothing in there.
Igor's very.
You said male servant room, and I was like, I think that's called a postal servant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so Igor, you use
He's
your
got-
servant senses
He's
and
got
go
his,
to the
his
door.
servant bloodhound nose in full gear.
All right. The door is
Door.
closed and it seems to be difficult to open.
Master, I can't get the door.
You're strongish.
Don't bash down the doors in the servants'
Just
quarters.
give it a maybe. Is it a pull door instead of a push door?
Oh. He'll try
You,
pulling.
you just close the door back. It's a push.
Master, I figured it out.
Push the door open, Igor.
Yes, Master. There, he pushes it open.
Okay, so you give me an athletics check.
Absolutely. Let me get up my D&D Beyond.
D&D
Christ.
Beyond.
Yeah, this
D&D
brought
Beyond.
to you by D&D Beyond.
It's not
well,
really.
is it
though.
brought to you
We're
by?
not. We're
Yeah,
not.
We're not
no, it's
sponsored.
not
No,
sponsored.
no, we just really like using them. So let's not get anyone
Yeah,
confused
yeah,
there.
we're
But we
not.
do appreciate the use
Okay.
of their services.
Igor is a horrible roller and rolled a 5.
You push and the door gives a little bit. You hear like a grunt on the other
Ugh.
side and it slams closed.
Move, Igor.
I
I'm gonna do
don't
it.
understand.
I
it.
believe in
Okay.
you, Howl, and I'll touch her shoulder as she does it, and I'll cast guidance.
Okay.
So I have a D4, right?
Yeah, you
D4.
can add a D4 to this, because I remember our rolls last week, and they were not great, so...
All right. So with a 19, you push, and there is a lot of resistance,
Oh.
but the door opens, and you are
Ooh.
immediately attacked in a
Uh-oh.
surprise by two
Fun.
people.
Uh-oh.
With a nat 1 and a 12. I don't think a 12 hits you.
No.
Okay, so a woman with a rolling pin swings at you and slips and falls,
Okay.
and then a guy with a butcher's knife like skims off your armor and it sticks in the door, and they all start screaming, and the door
Oh.
opens, and you see that there looks to be the rest of the servants in the room.
Oh, fun.
Draw my greatsword.
I'm like,
Oh, wait.
I put my hands up, like, whoa.
Don't kill us. I'm sorry. We don't want.
Hey,
We don't-
It's just
you're fine.
silence.
My name's Hal. I used to work here.
Oh,
Does anybody know where Nezrin is?
When the fighting started, we all ran back
Yes,
here. No
yes.
one ever comes in the servants'
Where are
quarters.
the doors? Out.
You go down the stairs.
Are
and
you
through the
kidding
main-
me? This is a dead end? I went
yes,
up those
I'm fine.
servant stairs for
No,
nothing.
Lady Nezrin was in the main room with her family when all this started.
Okay. Good job burying yourself in. Do it again. We're gonna go. Stay safe.
Are you here to help?
And Hal turns around and leaves.
Yes, we're here to help.
we're here to do things.
Like
Okay,
help.
what? Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm
Oh.
very confused right now.
We're the nimble
don't-
right inspectors.
What are your?
Did you
What is-
see a mechanical man?
Oh, the lady's toy. She has one. It just stands around and moves a bit.
Master, there's a mechanical man that moves.
Yes, I've heard. I
Are
really
they-
did go up
Are
those
they
stairs.
robotic butlers?
Do you have a name?
Oh,
Well, it serves drinks on occasion, but it.
that is a fantastic idea.
No, Master. I mean,
I. Look, please hurry. I'm sure they're in trouble.
Yes, Wendell's already
I'm already down the
distastefully going
stairs.
down the stairs.
Okay. All right.
Igor's gonna stay there for a second, lean in the door, and go. Does any of your names begin with an H?
3 of them raise their hands.
I'll come back to you.
They all look very concerned as they close the door. All right. Does everyone head downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll just go ahead and remove this token for now. And you guys are down here now.
Oh my goodness. Good heavens.
Okay. So you descend the stairs
Ugh.
back into the other areas where you had been. You are currently in the laundry room as you descend the stairs. It looks the same as before.
Master, I feel like we're going in circles.
Yes, that was an unfortunate dead end.
Well, we found a lot of people, Master. Maybe they could guide us.
We need to find our way to the west. That's where the device is pointing.
Well, yes, I doubt her metal man is the murderer.
Just as a point, Wendell, you do also remember that there was a door going into the great hall that you kind of glanced in.
Yes, I know. I'll guide us there.
Okay, just pointing out. in
He's
case you
just
remembered.
exasperated at this point. Ugh,
All
I went up
you
those
You head
stairs.
through the kitchens
for
and into the
nothing.
pantry,
And then down the stairs.
and then you see the two dead bodies still in the corner.
This door leads through. I'm not walking first.
I will.
All right. He's better from back here.
All in ready.
All
I
right,
step
so
through the door.
I caught that.
all right, do you do it stealthily or you just barge through the door?
I think at this point, Hal would just barge through the door.
Okay, you
So-
barge into the great hall.
Longsword already drawn, ready to go.
Okay. You barge into the great hall. You know how it's decorated. It's pretty much just an entryway that's supposed to show the people who walk in the grandeur of the Wasserman family. Wood panel walls with tapestries and cabinets containing fine dishes and silverware and candlesticks all along the walls. The fireplace to your right as you walk through. with a picture of the Lord and Lady Wasserin, Nezerin, and the family dog that died years ago. And also strewn around the floor, bodies.
Oh,
There
fun.
are bodies of 8 guards wearing House Wasserin livery and their chain shirts, as well as 2 dead men dressed all in black. And standing in the middle of that are 2 more men dressed all in black, holding bloody maces that, as you burst through, turn to you, and we roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Ah,
Then a mistake, then.
Eagle, don't fail me now.
Oh, natural 20.
Woo.
Okay, how with a natural 20?
So 22.
All right. Everyone else?
14.
We have a 13 for Harlan Flipcloak. Wendell?
14.
14.
Yes.
And
Whoa.
Igor?
12.
12. Oh,
12, 13, 14,
Okay.
22.
so 14, 13, 12. Great.
Easy math. Or easy order.
Yeah, pretty easy. Harlan, Wendell, and Igor. So, Hal, you are really raring to go here. You see 2 standing in front of you. They have their maces out. They turn to look at you. They're ready to fight.
I'm going to run up to the closest one.
Okay, he's well within your reach.
And I'm going to 2-handed swing at him.
Okay, 2-handed swing at him. Go ahead.
Oof. 13.
All right. I, for some reason, don't have that up. Give me 1 second. And there we go. That's what I was looking for. And they have, they don't seem to be wearing very strong armor as you pound through it and slice into them. All right. So,
Do I need to roll damage then?
yep. Go ahead and roll
That
damage.
Cool.
That hit.
Holy shit.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot. All right. So,
So it's only 14. That 7 is for the crit.
right. No. I understand.
14's still a lot, though.
That's a lot of damage at your level.
Ooh.
All right. So you slice through the armor and you see it kind of split. You think maybe he's wearing a black, like a boiled leather armor. It's not very resilient to slashing attacks and attacks like you're putting against him. He screams in pain. All right. Wendell.
Oh, yes. 'Tis I. I will stride out to the edge of the doorway. Step to the side so that others may pass through, and I will pull out my handkerchief and...
At the same one that Hal is attacking.
Yes.
All right.
Used one of my hexes last turn, so I'm gonna save my other spell slot. So it's just gonna be a
Fair
D10.
enough.
Oh, that's gonna be 6 points of force damage.
What did you roll to hit?
Oh, I gotta do that. Oh, natural 20.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, let me roll that D10 again. Hold on.
Holy
That's 13 points of force.
13 points of damage.
It was
Your
just gonna
force-
be 6, but
Your force blast hits right in the chest, and you see it looks like it kind of crumbles a bit, and he just doubles over in pain.
That's not right.
I even a half-assed rolled. I was like, eh. Okay.
He looks barely able to stand after just 2 attacks by your group.
That's why we're group.
By your group of group.
Yes.
Harlan, your turn.
All right, I will. How far is the other guy from us?
Maybe 15 feet. It's what you see on the screen.
All right. Well, I'm going to charge the other dude.
Okay, you could make it there easily.
All right, and I will slice at him with my longsword.
He raises his mace to try and protect, but he is not quick enough as your longsword slices through. Seems like he's wearing the same sort of black boiled leather armor and takes 5 points of damage across his chest.
Mm-hmm.
He does not look very happy. He just grits his teeth and begins to swing his hammer. And Igor, you're feeling a little bit drained from the earlier combat. You're feeling kind of tired, but your master needs you.
Master, what do I do?
You hit one of them.
Igor huffs and puffs like a man out of shape and goes charging at him at the.
So get your
closest sword, I
strength back
guess.
up. Apparently, you need to work out more. So
He's gonna one hand swing his warhammer, trying to whack him.
Okay, this guy is not looking very good. He's barely holding his mace in his hand.
Okay.
Kind of looks a little afraid.
he should.
13 to hit.
13 does hit.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
These thugs just don't know what's hitting them.
Well, they'll know. that group was
Four
here.
damage.
And you swing down with your weapon and just crush the man into the ground. He falls unconscious.
Oh, bad.
Igor is sitting there huffing and puffing.
All right. You can rest for 4.5 seconds, and there's the next one, Igor.
All right. Well,
Right away, Master.
seeing his friend fall, the thug that was preparing to strike Harlan screams and swings out with an attack
At Igor or at?
at Harlan,
At
because
Harlan.
Harlan attacked the one in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Will a 23 hit you, Harlan?
Not if I shield.
Oh.
Do you
Oh.
shield?
Yes.
All right. He swings down, watching his friend die, screaming, ah! And then he just stops right in front of your forehead as a magical resistance keeps it from hitting you. He looks kind of surprised. Back
right.
at the top, Hal. You just saw Igor take down the one you slashed. The other one is still standing with his weapon, like trying to tap Harlan on the face, but it's not moving really. He's just looking really strange.
I'm gonna run up to the next one then,
Okay.
and I'm gonna swing. Don't think a 10 hits.
Unfortunately, you slipped a bit in the blood of the one that just died in front of you, and you're not able to really hit this guy.
There.
I mean,
Okay.
Harlan's in the way. He's kind of standing there with it bounces off his glowing shield too. It's really strange how that went. Wendell.
Oh, I'll step forward a bit more into the room. I don't want to be left behind when the actual battle begins, but I see there's a door, so I'm just gonna. And then I will again flick.
Okay. You flick.
That's going to be a 25
Well, that definitely hits.
for 9 points of force damage.
Okay. He grunts with the hit of force. Seems to be kind of breathing heavy now. Doesn't look as confident as he did before.
Yes, Igor, get that one. Smack that one next.
Harlan, he just tried to hit you. Made you actually use a spell. What do you do?
Okay. I will sheath my sword and put away my shield, and then I'll draw my great sword.
Okay.
Ah! Damn.
Unfortunately, trying to do all that and still make a good strike against this man, you're unable to.
Actually,
Oh, yes?
I believe I did hit that with the 17.
Oh, so in a twist of fate, somehow when your greatsword struck the ground off of ricocheting through it from his armor and being blocked by the mace, it bounced off the ground and came back up through him, dealing 10 points of damage. He screams in pain and is in shock because how did that happen?
Through my machinations of time manipulation.
He looks wide-eyed in terror at you now.
Yeah.
He will be attacking at disadvantage when attacking you because he's afraid of you now.
Why?
Igor.
Igor, going to smash. He's going to run over there. Boink. Try and bump him on the head.
Okay.
Don't boink him. We're in the middle of the Great Hall.
But it's making oh my.
Like the Wasserans haven't done worse.
Yes, but we don't have time right now. No one wants to see that, especially me.
Okay, he rolled a 16 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay, he's just doing it one-handed, so 9 damage.
Oh, and once again, Igor he just comes over and boinks him on the head and just continues right on through as the man crushes into the ground, going squish.
Master, I think I hit him too hard.
Nope,
You're out
you
of
hit him
combat.
just the right amount. I
Good
guess
lord.
Start.
Last week you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. This week you decimated these two people.
Well, we lost a bunch of HP last week, so this makes up for it.
Now that the battle has ended between yourself and these thugs, you see that the bodies are just hacked and slashed all through, the blood caking what normally is a very bright and vibrant waxed floor. The smell of iron is in your nose. It's rancid.
Which direction is the
It's spinning around now.
Oh, it's above us, most likely. What it was doing the last time.
All right.
So
You hear the echo of battle coming from the stairs to your northwest. There are still 2 doors along the western wall.
Might be below us.
I'm gonna go for that door.
All right.
Well,
I'll
she's
mage
doing-
hand to open this southerly western door.
All right. So both doors open. We'll go with Hal's first.
While they're doing that, Igor is going to use his feather duster prestidigitation and clean the blood off the floor because he feels bad for the servants.
Okay, that will take some time. You will be very busy for the moment. All right. So, how you step in and remember almost immediately as you go through that you've now found Lord Wasseron's den with the heads of various beasts mounted on the wall and gleaming suits of armor standing at attention in corners. Bearskin rugs and overstuffed chairs fill the room. In the center, on a table, is a gilded cage containing a hooded falcon.
Oh.
Do I recognize this falcon? Did he have it last time?
Does it
No,
have
you
all
do
of its
not.
feathers, and is it not on the top of a wig?
Correct. It
Burnt
does
to
have all of
crisp.
its feathers, and it is
Okay.
not implanted within a white powdered wig.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go up to it because why not?
Okay. It seems to notice that you're there. Its head turns and it's looking, but it's very quiet. It seems to be well trained.
Okay. Is it in a locked?
No, no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not locked. I don't believe they ever thought that someone would steal the hawk from inside his
His study.
den.
Okay. I'm gonna try an animal handling to coax it out.
Well, it is hooded.
Oh,
So you just
yeah. I'm just
It
gonna.
seems to be a hunting hawk.
Okay, cool.
So how do you approach it?
I'm wearing armor, so I don't necessarily need gloves. Yeah, I'm just gonna like put my arm by its feet, I guess.
Okay. There is no bookcase inside this den. It seems to be just mementos of hunting and conquests. You put your arm out at the front of the stand for the falcon or the hawk, I'm sorry, and it climbs up on your hand like it's been trained to do.
Cool. All right, I come back out of the room, like, hey y'all, I found a hawk. Just
ooh.
Master, can I have it?
No
No.
pets, Igor.
I promise I won't eat it. I'll take really good care
No,
of
you
it.
ate the
you
last
can't
one.
have it,
Oh.
Igor.
It was an accident, Master.
You cooked it first.
We-
Accidentally.
it was- I didn't know game chickens, you know.
Okay, Igor, no, because we could have it go to its master.
All right. And
Find
Wendell,
Lord Wasseron.
you were checking the southern door.
Yes. That's
Right.
the room with all the people waiting to attack me, is it not?
You you push open the door. Inside you find dainty chairs, a chaise lounge, wine
Ew.
cabinet,
This is
framed
the
paintings of
women's
various
room.
long dead members of you expect the Wasseron's family, and atop what once was a very nice rug are 2 guards in the livery of House Wasseron dead.
Oh no. I'll check to see if they're still alive.
All right,
Like
give
if
me
they
a
have a
medicine
pulse.
check.
Oh dear. Well, do I have any bonuses to medicine? I do. 13.
There is no pulse that you can find.
It only takes me a second. I'll just spare the dying on both of them, just in case.
Okay.
Rather poor judge.
What are you doing, Wendell?
He just,
Most of
like,
our blood is on the rug.
I know, it's tragic. It was once a nice rug. Could probably
Very
salvage it.
expensive rug.
Igor pipes up from the back. Do you want me to clean it, monster?
They have their own servants for this, Igor. Unless they're all dead.
Boy,
Wendell,
Yes.
roll me a rich person roll.
A rich person roll.
roll
Okay.
a rich person.
Is that a charisma roll?
Charisma with proficiency. A wealth roll.
Oh, charisma with proficiency. I just got more charisma.
Auto guidance.
So, let's see. 22.
You believe that this finally appointed room was probably a guest room meant to house respected guests of the family.
I see. Is there any evidence of someone being here, like staying here recently as a guest?
Yes, it looks like someone had actually been held here, possibly.
Is there any, because while Hal's in the other room, obvious, paper or evidence or something saying who it might have been?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Okay, would anyone like to help you?
Sure.
Excellent.
You have
Oh.
advantage.
I'll use the fancy rich person gold dice with my advantage.
Oh, excellent.
That helped a little bit. Oh, there we go. Every little bit helps with advantage and guidance. 18.
All right. You do find underneath several, looks like pulp books,
Hmm.
2 pieces of parchment that look like they were letters. They're written in common.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will show both of them to you. All right. Did you get that one?
Oh, I did. I'll read it aloud for the audience. Continue your hunt for the stone. 13 and their mindless goons are incompetent, and the gold we earn from finding the vault first will more than cover our part of the ceremony. Do not fail me. May he who waits in shadows guide your hand or welcome you. Hold on, Lamont. May he who waits in shadows guide your hand or welcome you home. 3. They're all numbered. He who waits. Is that Monica? I don't know.
The second one.
Second letter, Erstal. Your work for our master is paramount, but do not let the opportunity to undermine the clasp pass you by. Let some of our brothers disappear while you work and attempt to establish a base in Imon. I cannot describe how fortunate it would be for the Myriad if we can find a foothold in the stronghold of the clasp. Benarvin. The symbol of the Myriad is drawn below the signature. Oh, good heavens.
What did you find there, Wendell?
I'll show it to Harlan. Keen intellectual brain. And I'll take the parchment too, because, oh no, people broken, they'll never know.
All right.
Ursa's the name of the owner of the house?
No. Well, I don't know this first name. The Wasserin house. Is it Erstal Wasserin? I'm uncertain.
How you would know that the names of the Wasserins are Hannah and Orin.
Yeah, I'll come out with those.
We found them on the guards?
No, they were on a table underneath some books.
All right, they're on the table. Okay.
This person was a guest, or being held here as a guest. That does put some interesting connotations on the Wasserins. I suppose we should go upstairs. The sounds of battle are maybe still going on.
Still going on.
Still going on! Wow!
Monster, do we have to fight people?
We have avoided that for so long.
Igor, we're not fighting people, we're saving nobility.
We're not doing that great of a job.
We're very slowly saving them.
Okay, monster, but I'm awfully tired.
Oh, yes. Well, you can rest when we're done. We're not done yet.
I'm glad. I thought you were going to say we could rest when we're dead.
Oh, good heavens, no. Who knew? Harold, what a nice bird you found there. Attractive falcon. Did you find anything else of interest in the room? Letters from the clasp or the Myriad, perhaps?
Didn't really look.
Of course. Oh, and you can't read. Right. I'll take a glance.
Okay.
All right. You look inside the room and you see it's just like your smoking room. It's just trappings of the rich and powerful.
Yes.
There's probably a few endangered beasts up here, things that are difficult to hunt, that are stuffed.
Yes.
There's a pipe, a pipe box
Oh.
off to one side. It has some very good vintages of tobacco that you've not seen in a very long time. Seems like they've been stored quite well. A few very nice pipes.
Well, I don't see any letters of condemnation in here. Let's go upstairs.
Yes, I think the battle awaits us.
Yes.
How you're standing there with a hawk on your gauntleted hand, but you still hear the fighting upstairs, and you know you heard minutes ago, Nezarin scream out. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna take off the hawk's mask, hood, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, go find your master," and chuck him up.
Animal handling, please.
Fuck. 20.
Okay. It might understand that particular command from training, and so it flies around in the room several times, and then it goes up the stairs, and you lose sight of it.
All right, that's why I'm headed.
All right, we'll follow that hawk, and I'll wait
Pop
for her
some
to
up.
turn around, and then I'm gonna mage hand grab some of that nice tobacco.
Okay.
Pocket.
Master, what if that birdie just saw like a mousey and it's just following the mouse?
I don't. It's better trained than that, Igor. It's a noble bird, a fine bird. A fine, noble bird like that wouldn't waste its time on me.
Do I need to bow to the bird, Master?
No, you don't. Well, actually, you probably should, Igor. See, it's quite regal. It's a noble beast.
I can't give you a straight face.
All right. So you make it up the stairs, and I will read what you see ahead of. Oh, that's not.
Yes.
Get rid of that.
Yeah, we've go up the stairs.
All right.
Two
so
fancy tobacco pouches.
a lot is happening as you turn the corner into the upstairs hall. A battle is raging between several dark-clad men and liveried guards. The floor is strewn with dead bodies. The doors to another room stand open, and there you hear someone commanding, a very deep, guttural voice. And then there's also a door to the south that stands ajar. And beyond it, you hear someone
What's in the jar?
sounds like they're kicking or trying to break down the door. You see 6 guards' corpses on the ground, wearing chain. You also see 2 of the black armored men down.
Could have saved them all.
What do you do in this
I'm gonna
situation?
head for the nearest black cloak dude and swing at him.
Turn
If
the
I
corner.
can, I want to look in the room that's ajar.
But it
Let's
seems like the
test.
black-clad men are currently occupied by the guards as they're trying to get through. So you can get by them. But since Howl is attacking, we're going to go into initiative again. Do you want to keep your last initiative? I'll let that roll through.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Fixed easy.
All right. And I will keep the groups as well. So
Yes, keep groups initiative. We just established.
So Howl, you do go first. You have, and I will give you advantage for attacking from behind while they are otherwise engaged.
Cool. I'm gonna swing at the closest one then.
Okay.
For a 15.
All right. For a 15, that does hit.
Cool. For 7 slashing damage.
You see the black armored man just kind of arch back for the pain, look over his shoulder, and start yelling for help.
Okay. I'm gonna No, I'll hold off on that. I'm not going to do that right now. That's it. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Wendell, you are next. You're going to go down to the door that's ajar. Don't do it.
Yes, I believe so.
All right.
Just to see if people are dead in there, or if that's where the scream came from, or if that's where the metal man is.
Okay.
I just like to. Even
you
if I
peek
just...
in the door, and you see the hawk sitting on a perch next to the door, and a very large drow man with burn scars, look relatively recent on half of his body, kicking a closed door.
Ha.
He looks to have been injured, but is still quite dangerous.
I'll Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so you will have an advantage on that attack.
Okie dokie, it's a decent thing. I've got a decent 17.
Okay. I believe that's going to be hit. Let me check.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you guys to attack him already.
Oh, well.
And so
it seems like he's trying to break in on maybe the lady we heard scream or something important. Why would this guy be doing this when everyone else is fighting the guards? You know what I mean?
Okay, and you said it was a 17?
17.
All right. That is a hit.
Oh,
Roll
good.
your damage, please.
10.
Okay. He turns as the force damage hits him and spins him around, and he looks right at you, and he pulls out his short sword.
And then I will back it up a little.
Oh.
Lead him out into the hallway where the rest of them are, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, that way the rest of the group can see this dude and distracts him from the door. So that's good things can happen. Yep.
All right. Harlan, it is your turn.
Let's see. I will.
And I'll just be like, big drow man coming through as I back up.
I'll head up to the door where Wendell is, and I will put a time bubble around me with the shield of faith.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Excellent. And now Igor. Your master has just come back to you saying, big drow man coming, and he is stepping through the door.
Master, you want me to beat him?
Yes, Igor, that would be splendid.
Alright, you owe my master money, that's why I gotta beat you. Are you just gonna go charge? Beat him like he owes you money.
Make your attack.
Sorry.
He doesn't look like nobility.
Okay.
So, we can beat him.
Make an attack.
Well, if he's a male drow, he probably is not nobility.
Probably not here.
17 he's doing two-handed, so 17 to
And
hit.
this is not the other drow we know.
Okay, 17 does hit.
Hey. 17
Get him, Igor.
And your damage?
He does 9 damage.
Okay. He looks to be bloodied at this point, but he already had damage before you started.
By the way, does your name begin with H?
He looks at you and says something in a guttural tone. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
No.
That's actually a good question. I don't think Igor does.
No.
Okay.
Like common, but in a lower tone.
He takes his short sword and makes 2 strikes at you, Igor. Let's see. Let me make sure. Oh, okay. Let me double check something.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's good. All right. So he makes a 17.
That hits.
All right, and a 15.
That hits.
All right. So he gets. Okay, that's a combined. The 2 attacks would be 17 damage.
Ow. Okay.
All right. And that's his turn. So then we go to the myriad fighters in black. You see one strike out, and he takes out his guard, who was already on the one that was attacked from behind, facing Hal. He takes out his guard, and he turns to look at Hal, ready for defending. No, how many? What's your total health right now, Igor?
Igor's got 1 rage used up. He's 12 or 45.
Okay. All right, good. All right. Igor has to go take care of some helicopter business. So, so Lindy will be taking care of, we're Jaegering Igor at the moment, but where he's standing right now, it may not need to be Jaegered for very long.
Oh no.
The
That's
second
not at all
myriad
troubling.
misses his veteran, and then the southern one takes out his. So it is now 3 myriad versus 2 veterans in the hallway, with a very large drow man attacking Igor. The veterans attack back. And let's see what we have here. Both of them are terrible. They are definitely they put 2 threes. 2 threes. They don't do anything. As this one moves up to the myriad that now has his back turned. So we're back at the top with Howl.
I guess I'm gonna swing at the one in front of me.
Okay, that's the one you hit before.
11.
An 11 just barely gets inside his guard.
Yes. Okay. For
damage
10.
For 10. Ow. Okay. Damage for 10. So he's looking really bad.
All right. I'm gonna action surge and hit him again.
Ooh.
Second strike. 16 does hit.
For 6.
All right. He's barely standing.
Fuck.
He looks very angry.
And I can't bonus action like make a bite attack, right?
No. I know that's not something you do regularly. You don't have.
I haven't done it yet, but I do have a bite attack.
Right, but it's not a bonus action bite attack.
Is it? I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm done.
Okay. I mean, you know what? Why not? Go ahead. Bite him.
Bite him. Bite me.
You strike him twice, and then like you pull him in by his armor, and you just go, "Arr!"
This is gonna go awful. 13.
You get in there, you grabbed him, you bit him,
6.
and as you rip out his jugular, just chunks of meat in your mouth, blood flies, sprays over everyone. It's all over Wendell. It's all over Harlan.
Good heavens.
It's disgusting. It's
again.
dripping down he falls dead to the ground.
Sweet.
Gurgling scream in his throat.
And that's
wow.
the turn.
How
Thank you,
that's
GM.
crazy. That's awesome. All right. Wendell, you just saw the person that you had a thing for just rip someone's neck apart and spray blood all over you.
I don't have time to be scaroused. This is group business. Bit warm. Which is the most injured looking of the other 2 black guards?
The most injured really looks like the large drow.
Oh, I'll just do that again then.
Okay. You make an attack. You don't get advantage on this one.
Yes. Okie dokie. 17 again. That's funny.
17? It does hit.
That's keep rolling 11 apparently. For 8.
For 8. All right. He seems to be he's gritting his teeth, breathing heavy now. He just looks really angry. And in response to your attack, he makes 2 more attacks at Igor.
Oh. Good job, Igor.
All right. So an 18.
Yes, that will hit.
And another 15.
That will also hit.
Okay.
Only has
first
14
attack
AC.
is for 8 damage.
Uh-huh.
Second attack is also for 8 damage.
He is unconscious.
Igor falls to the blades of this large drow man.
Oh, good job, Igor.
Why is his AC so low? Doesn't he have bracers of defense?
No.
Yeah,
Not yet.
I gave him.
I think they're
Bracers.
broken. I don't think they're a full bracers of defense. I think they're like a +1 or something like that.
He doesn't
Okay.
have them on his character sheet either, so.
I gave them to him from the crypt. I stole them for
You
him.
did.
All right, we'll double check that. For now, the person who's not with us right now is
That's fair.
truly not with us.
That's fair.
Mhm. 15 would
Alright.
have hit him anyway if it bumped it up to 15, because he only has 14.
Okay, so Harlan, Flipcloak, your companion Igor has fallen between the attack in front of the attacks of this large drow man.
Yes.
His blood coats his swords.
I'll say, well now, you are anomaly. I have questions for you. And I want to hit him with a subdual damage shocking grasp.
Dual damage shocking grasp?
Subdual.
Non-lethal.
Oh, okay. Okay. Make your attack, sir.
19.
19.
All right. So you said 19. Yes, that does damage. He takes it. He just growls at you. Are you standing in front? You're standing in front of him now with your.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm right there next to him.
All right.
Well,
He's not on his last legs yet.
you appear to be a bit more willed than I assumed.
I have not killed a hobgoblin yet, but I'll make a point.
Oh, you
For
will
you.
not be doing so today, sir.
Your friend fell. You will too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they do fall often.
Speaking of that, it's now the Myriad's turn. The one that was attacking Hal has fallen. The other two are going to make their attacks on those guards. Wow. Ooh, nat 20.
Oh.
That one just falls. He walks up, and that's
Not a good sign.
16. And let me roll damage on that one.
Oh,
And that guard falls as well.
yeah.
Shit.
Now, as you guys are fighting, give me perception checks.
Nat 20! I kind of
Okay,
wish that
good.
was an attack, but I'll take it for the perception check. Igor doesn't make one because he's unconscious.
Harlan, you are focusing on what you're focusing on, and how,
Blood.
yeah, how you're still you've got a little bit of battle high going on. You got the blood dripping down your throat. You're pretty angry. Wendell, you see a
Yes.
massive half orc step in to the doorway. He's got a big battle axe in his hands, and he's just looking out at what's going on.
I look at him and I look at Igor and I'm like, why?
He's judging and weighing each of you. And then he
Like-
closes the door.
Yes, I'll just, can I say something? Not to
If you
him,
wish.
but like while he's looking like, that's right, Myriad, we shall defeat you and save these Wasserans.
Okay, let's see.
Group
if
is here
that's-
to save the day.
Let's see if that's actually heard. All right. Okay. All right, so
That way they don't
the-
think we're joining up with them or anything.
the veterans are done.
Yes.
Okay, Hal, it is your turn now. There are two Myriads standing there. And there's also the really large drow man.
Are the two Myriads within 5 feet of me?
Yes, they are. They both stepped up.
Okay. I will swing at one of them, I guess.
Okay.
15
16 hits.
for 10.
All right. He seems to take a bit of damage. He looks to be bloodied at this point. He's
Cool.
taking some damage before you were able to fight with
Cool.
them.
That's it.
Wendell, it's your turn.
Yes. I'm looking at the dead guards as well, like, you're really not great. I make a note to myself to buy better guards for myself. Okay? And then I will continue with my... let me look at something. Yes. My best attack really
Your trusty
my...
servant is lying dying on the floor before you.
Yes, I'll get to him next round. Isn't he just... Yes, flick. If I don't flick the
Okay.
handkerchief, it doesn't work.
Okay.
21.
All right, that hits.
I'm gonna lose this one day and roll just like... Yeah. For 6.
6 damage. Okay. He grunts as the force hits him, but he keeps moving
Oh,
forward.
good heavens. Maybe I should have cast Hex.
And speaking of that, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think those spells take... Yeah, nope, that's it. I'm looking at Igor's sheet. That's why it's confusing. I was like, I don't have spells. Yep. Nope, that's it for me. I'm back up a little
Okay.
bit more, maybe.
Okay, back towards the stairs.
Yeah.
Harlan,
Yeah.
the drow looks at you and smiles and makes 2 attacks at you.
Ooh.
A natural 20
Ooh.
and a 14.
He's mad.
I'll let you have it.
Okay, so the 20 hits, the 14 doesn't?
Yeah, the 20 will hit.
What is your AC right now?
21.
Okay. Wow, really?
Well, I have Shield of Faith.
So because you got your shield back out because you had your great sword out last time.
No. I have my shield out.
Okay. All right. So natural 20. So he does his damage, and that is let's see. So that's 11, 14.
14. Ow.
14 damage with 1 strike, but the second one gets caught on your armor.
That was
And
a blow.
I need you to make a death saving throw for Igor, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the black dice. Hope it doesn't do him wrong. 11! That's a save!
All right. And I believe, Harlan, it's your turn. I'm sorry. I got that a little out of order there. Harlan, it is your turn. You've just been struck by the short sword of this drow.
All right. I will talk to you later, and I will attempt to do a
Shocking grasp?
subdual, or what was this?
Subdue?
Unlethal.
Non-lethal. Yeah.
Non-lethal damage, shocking grasp.
Inflict wounds.
Oh!
A non-lethal damage inflict. I'm not sure that you can do non-lethal inflict wounds.
It's a touch attack.
Yes, but you're in. All right, go ahead and roll. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Oh my god! That's a
I'm
nat
not
20.
sure a natural 20 inflict wounds could be non-lethal.
Oops.
You did
Oops.
44 damage. You touch him like you have trained for this sort of thing. You
did say he was a time anomaly. Maybe this is part of it.
You know how to hit creatures in just the right way, but you caught this one in the wrong spot. And as you inflict wounds, you just see his back explode out on the wall behind you.
Well done, Harlan.
And he just sort of like his eyes roll up and he just falls over.
Ugh. Well, that was unexpected.
I'm sure we can non-lethal one of these other two.
It's
I just
pretty
imagine him
nasty.
flicking his head. That was unexpected.
There's like a lung stuck to one of the walls. It's just sliding down the wall right now. It's so far you've had one of your companions rip someone's neck out, and you've just blown someone's lungs across the room.
I'm going to need a lot of feather dusters for this.
Lots of feather dusting. Okay, so and Igor rolled. So now we have the myriad. Let's see. We have
That should be a
Hal standing
morale
there.
check right there.
You know what? I'll give you that. That's a good. Let's see how they feel. I'm going to give them with their charisma. Now they looks like they're more angry.
Yeah, I
than,
figured.
So one will attack Hal. One will attack Harlan. So he is now dead. Take him off there. So one attack towards Hal. We have a 14.
Nope.
Bounces off your armor. And Harlan, we have a 20. That's not enough to get you. It just bounces off your magically reinforced armor. We're back to Hal. It's your turn.
Okay. Excuse me. I promise I'm not bored by this.
Nah, you've had a day. I understand.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing at the one that I already swung at.
Okay.
22.
That is definitely a hit.
7.
You're doing so much better
7
than
damage.
last week.
You
I
strike
know.
across this one. You catch his neck, and he just sort of like looks at you like he can't quite fathom what's happening and falls to his knees.
And then I with my mouth probably have some viscera from his friend's throat.
You do.
I growl at the other one.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Oh, natural 20.
He drops his sword
On a roll.
and just falls to the ground. Okay, you are now out of combat for the moment.
Even if we weren't, it's my turn next, and I toast spare the dying on Igor.
Okay, so Igor is now spared. He is unconscious on the floor. Looks like he's getting a really nice nap now.
Yep, sure. He complained about being tired. Now he's sleeping. He shouldn't complain anymore.
So
The
you
manor
wanted one
falls
alive, right? Harlan.
Well, I wanted this one alive.
Well, you fucked that up.
Yes. Well, I suppose. Let's see.
Wasn't that door open like a second ago?
Was
No.
it?
Was
One
it?
right in front of me.
Wait, there's a door.
I wouldn't know. But we
Is
should check and see if everyone in the house who's still alive is all right.
Is there a map for this area? Do we know where we are?
We're up. Just scroll up.
What? Oh, okay. I was still down with our token on the bottom.
Oh,
Never
sorry.
mind.
I thought I moved you. There, everyone
You're
was there.
fine.
Apologies.
Nope, it's all good. Okay, so
So there is you. So you're in a foyer or
Mhm.
foyer, depending
Foyer.
upon. There is double doors ahead of you, which you know to be entry into the main residence chambers
Okay.
of the Wasserman home, and then to the south is another guest suite.
Okay, and which was the door that was open?
The door in the
This one?
foyer, the foyer that leads
This-
the
This
double
one is
doors
the one
there
that the drow came out of. The
have
one-
been closed, and the drow came from the one to the south.
Yeah, so this
The
one
sou-
was the one that was ajar when we came up. That's the one the drow was at. This is the one that half orc. The one to the east is the one that half orc peeked out of, and I'm the only one who saw that.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what we're doing next.
We should see if anyone is still alive. Make
Do
sure
we
that
wanna,
they're
like-
not being assaulted.
As you're talking, you
should
hear from
also-
the other side of the door.
Tie up this man.
We've called the watch. You need to leave now. I do not know who you are. We appreciate your assistance, but leave now or be arrested. That's, recognize the voice. Hal.
Is it Nezrin or is it Lady?
No, it's Nezrin.
I'm like, I go up to the door and I just, hey Nezzy, can you let us in?
How
Yeah,
the fuck are you doing here?
that's an excellent question.
Who are those other people?
I have no fucking clue.
What? Oh, you're referring to the bad people.
Now, I know who they are. Who's with you?
Oh,
I hand her a business
Wendell.
card to slide under the. No, I just mage hand slide it under the door.
there's Wendell and Harlan.
You hear a
or-
large axe hit the ground, and you see part of your card slide back through.
It's okay, I have hundreds of them.
They're people that I'm kind of, I guess, rolling with these days.
And more of your class thugs.
Oh, good heavens.
No.
Now, how could I trust anything you say? You're probably working for them.
Probably, but I mean, I'm not, so.
Why would?
I don't know, okay? Would you just open the door, please?
Rabaz, would you?
We're just humble Nimblewright inspectors.
I do still have that piece of paper.
Okay. All right. They're both going to roll. Rabaz is just like, oh, that sounds great. Nezzy's just like, they're definitely her friends.
They're definitely.
Definitely. So
Yeah, I'll pull out that piece of paper that I have because it lasts a long time, if not indefinitely. Hold on, let me see.
The doors open.
10 days. I have this paper
And
for 10
there
days.
is a 7-foot tall half orc who weighs about 350 pounds without an ounce of fat on him.
Oh,
He's
my.
got 4 or 5 different swords, and daggers on his belt. Like some of the swords he has look like daggers because he's so big. And he just looks at Hal and he just kind of chuckles. And he steps back. And you see, standing in the room, wearing a half plate and holding a rapier, is a very petite, amber-eyed, strawberry-haired human woman you believe to be Nezrin.
I'll like wipe some of the blood from her mouth.
Yeah, you've got blood drooling down your face. One of her arms is completely covered in blood. It looks like she had been struck. But she's still standing there solid with her sword out.
As she does. Is
she human?
Yes.
Move into the room past.
Hello, milady.
Wendell, shut the fuck up.
Exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Just immediately.
Rabaz, if anyone speaks other than Hal, you have my word to strike them down.
Yeah, go for it.
You hear him just.
I telepathically speak to Hal. I am very offended.
He's got the axe. He's got this big battle axe up on his shoulder here. He's got one hand on it. He's just sitting there looking like, which one's going to open their mouth next?
I don't need to open my mouth to speak.
All right. I've had a bit of a night, Hal.
I can tell.
What is going on? Why are you here?
Well, we've been searching for a Nimblewright because I don't know. I mean, you probably
I pull out the Nimblewright inspector paperwork.
She sighs.
Ignore that. They're fucking stupid. But yeah. So we had an airship crash in front of the place that we're staying at.
What does that have to do with me?
Just will you let me talk?
As I said, I've had a bit of a night.
Yeah, and I get that. And I'm trying to explain it to you.
Can you make it shorter, please? I don't have time to deal with your lies.
We had an airship drop on us. Turns out a Nimblewright caused it. We tracked the Nimblewright here. Fucking happy?
So you're saying you believe that my mother's Nimblewright is the one you're searching for?
No, I said we tracked a Nimblewright. We don't know if it's the one we're looking for. We don't know which one it is because we've come across multiple. It could be.
You had expected to believe you just showed up tonight of all nights when we're marked for extermination or something?
Apparently.
Mother?
Fuck.
And out of the southern door that you just now notice, out walks a taller, more regal version of the woman you see standing before you. I wonder
if she is single.
She's dressed quite finely and has a very regal attitude about her. And she steps out and she looks over each and every one of you. And give me insight checks. All three of you.
Ooh.
Hal
I'm
with
gonna
an
have points
18.
in insight. Dirty 20.
Harlan with a 5 and a dirty 20. With an 18 and a 20, both Howl and Wendell see a look of recognition on her face as she sees Wendell and Harlan and Howl. She recognizes all three of you, not just Howl.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is a social situation.
He steps out. She goes, oh, Nesvin, has your stray come back again? And is she with these fools? Are they attacking us as well? No, Mother. She says that she came chasing your Nimblewright, or a Nimblewright, or something like that. I don't know. Still can't quite figure it out. I'm trying to decide whether or not Rabaz is going to just kill them and get them out of our misery. Well, you know how I feel. They look like, well, that one doesn't look to be too bad, but the rest of them look like scum. Just like your stray there. See that they're taken care of and get out of here. Are all those men taken care of?
The ones that were up here were.
I hope not too much damage done to the home. You can always get new servants. I Nimblewright's
I
not here.
nod. I don't agree, but Wendell nods.
I don't know that I need to tell you this, but if the Nimblewright was the reason you're here, I got rid of it. It's no longer here. And she steps back into the room and closes the door.
I glance over at Wendell, who has the detector.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Which way is it spinning now?
It's pointing due south.
Yeah, that's a lie.
It's.
I have just thrown it out the window.
She might have thrown it out the window, but
It is
this
fine.
device, given to us by the Tower of Hands on official orders, and I hold up his paper again, says that the
That's
Nimblewright
just like,
is
it's
due
a fake,
south.
don't worry.
It's not. It's very official.
No, that's a fake. But we were sent by the Tower of Inspiring Hands. They gave us that.
Very official.
Want to look at it?
Your hammer sent you?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, let me get her name to name drop her. Hold on. Not just the all. Valletta. Yes, Valletta. He sent us.
After a few moments, a man walks in. It's Oren Wasserin, Nezrin's father and the husband to Hannah. What is going on here? Who are you people? Why are there dead bodies everywhere?
Harlan just kind of
Your manor was just attacked.
Oh. Rightly so. You're not part of the attackers, are you?
No, we
No.
killed the last
I
of them that
know
were-
you. You're that miscreant that my daughter took pity on.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, wonderful. You're back here for your execution, are you?
Apparently.
Excellent. I've had enough blood this day. We always have a little bit more. Fun. Rabaz, kill her. And Nezrin's like, Rabaz, stop. Dad, father, please. Go speak with mother. Oh, but I really was looking forward to an execution. All that noise tonight, my studies. Father, please. He's just like, yes, Nezrin, I'll go speak to your mother. And he just leaves. He goes back into the other room.
I'll telepathically against it out. What does he study?
So, mother says the Nimblewright, or whatever it is not here. So you have no reason to be here.
I point at the device.
Our device is otherwise.
You see now, you notice the device is actually moving
Oh, it's on the
pointing
move.
somewhat to the east now.
It is.
And she's leaving with it. Fan-fucking-tastic.
I'll go step outside.
Okay.
Seems you have business here. I'd hate to take up any of your time. Wendell Eustace Abernathy Lucius Throckwaddle Hossenpfeffer the Fourth of the Haversham Hossenpfeffers, by the way. Lovely to meet your acquaintance. Terrible
I'm-
circumstances, though.
Yes, I've heard. I knew of your brother. Terrible business that.
Yes, quite the family tragedy that was.
Yes, you have my
Brother.
condolences. I've heard your house has fallen on very hard times.
Getting better.
It's quite commendable of you to still be seen in public. That much going on in your family, but
The house is really on the upswing currently.
no,
So,
that's good. Well,
good
perhaps
business in
we'll
Iman.
run into each other at some social gathering or something.
Yes, most
if
likely.
we don't have you arrested for invading
That
our
would-
home.
To help you, hopefully, dispose of these awful myriad scum. Have a lovely evening, and
Thank you for giving me your specific name so we can track you down with the guard. That's very helpful. Thank you very much.
Wendell kind of walks out, muttering to himself, "They can't prove I was here." Then I walk, I'm like Ego, and I'm like, ugh.
Harlan just stands there like, what do I do?
Harlan, do you
Yeah,
think you could get Igor?
Are you still in the room with the half orc and Nezrin? Yeah, he's just like staring at you now, just kind of like flexing. He's just like flexing his pecs, bouncing him up and down as he's holding his axe. He's just like, just total testosterone battle right now.
I'll just
Uh,
kind of pat Hal on the shoulder my way out, giving her guidance just in case she needs it. And then I'll
Okay.
be like, Harlan, would you help with Igor? He's very much unconscious.
oh yes. Just like slowly back away.
Yes, you're strong.
And head outside and grab up Igor. And so, where's the Nimblewright headed now?
Southeast.
You just look at it, it's now spinning.
It's out of range. Well, we should try to follow it quickly to the southeast.
All right.
Yes.
I might
That
be-
moved very fast for 500-foot range. Good heavens. All right. Must have told it to go somewhere. Unless it is our rogue nymph, right? In which case it's devious.
Are we waiting for Hal?
I think she's got an execution to attend to, potentially something going on. There seems to be a lot of history there that she did not inform us of at all whatsoever before we came in, so. Besides, they can't prove I was there. Let me God.
All right. I'm pretty sure they can prove we were here. We should probably leave soon.
We're leaving now.
All right.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
help. And I use Mage Hand to like lift on Igor's head.
Okay, so you guys head downstairs with Igor and you're
Mhm.
leaving the compound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You'll have to go out the way you came in.
All right.
All right. So
That's
back,
probably the least likely entrance for the guards to take. So
back in the main master bedroom, we have Ravaz, Nezrin, and Howl. She's just looking at you like, your friends have left. Why are you still here?
It's a good question.
Ravaz, go check on mother and father, please. Kind of looks, chuckles. All right. And he heads out to the other room.
Nice new bodyguard you got there.
Oh, yes. He's your direct replacement. Been with us for a few years now. Don't have any problems with him. I know where he came from.
Fair.
So how's work with the clasp? Seducing any other young noble daughters, trying to find out where their money's hidden or take advantage of them?
Never did anything like that, Nezrin.
That's not how it feels on my end.
That's fair.
You lied to me.
I did.
How am I supposed to believe anything you say?
I don't expect you to.
Then I'm confused. Why are we still talking?
Because I can't seem to stay away from you.
You've done pretty well for 2 years now.
Yeah.
I'm engaged.
Oh. Fun.
I arranged by mother and father, but I'm sure it'd be as trustworthy as you, at least.
Would you be happy though?
Well, I don't know that I can trust him, but I know I can't trust you. How are the kids?
They're doing great.
Well, that's good.
Jenny's with Platinum Dragon now.
Oh, wow. She always had a mean streak. I think you'll do well there.
Yeah, I think so too.
What's the real reason you're here?
I told you the reason. We're chasing your mom's Nimblewright. Or a Nimblewright.
She hasn't had it very long. You think... You really believe it had something to do with all that story you were trying to tell me?
I do. I had an airship fucking slam dunk me into the sewers.
You're not just embellishing that.
No. I mean, ask the city guards. Ask anyone who witnessed that night.
Do you know any of the names of the guards that were there? I'm still quite close to them after your...
Yeah, after you had tried to have me executed for treason. Yeah.
But my mother's the coin mistress of the Council of Tal'Dorei.
Sure.
What do you think? You're a clasp thug, possible assassin. What are we supposed to think? You lied your way in here. How am I supposed to think what this is going on? I didn't want you executed. That was Mother. You know how she gets.
I'm pretty sure I have a letter with your name on it. Your signature on it.
I don't remember signing anything like that.
Really? Because I got proof. And I'm going to pull out the letter and hand it to her.
She takes it from you and starts looking at it. And you see a scowl on her face like, that's my signature, but I never signed this document.
Do I believe her?
I don't know.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yes, you may.
Oh, this could be so bad.
Have guidance.
I know. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to use that guidance.
Okay. D4.
Oh. Not F4. D4.
14. You can't tell. It doesn't look like she's lying. As far as you can tell, she's telling the truth.
Okay. Well, somebody signed it in your name. Probably your mother. She never liked me much anyway.
She doesn't like anyone. She doesn't even like Father, really.
Yeah, that's fair. So who's this guy you're engaged to?
No one important. You understand if I don't let you know, I don't want him to die suddenly. He's very rich.
Oh, God, I wouldn't just fucking kill someone just because they're engaged to you.
How's Mo and Oliva?
They're great.
Really?
Mo's with the internship with the blacksmith, and Olivia's learning fashion, which I don't get, but she's good at it, so.
She always had an eye. She could probably be a very good seamstress for a lord or lady, I imagine.
Probably. I mean, that's what she's apprenticing right now, so.
Mo reminds me more of you.
Yeah.
Shifty.
That's fair. I did catch him with some less than reputable people the other day.
Look, I'm not happy you're here, but I am pleased to see that you're doing well. The blood on your face does not do you justice. What, did you bite one of them?
No.
Okay, she's going to incite you.
Very obviously lying.
Okay. Well, she still believes you because she rolled a 3 on her insight, so she can't tell.
She's like super awkward, definitely lying, but no, didn't bite one of them. I don't do that.
Yes, you do, but not in that way.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Look, I will tell you this, for old time's sake. Mother and Father are involved in something I'm not very pleased with. They won't let me know much about it, but I'm not happy. Those men who attacked us were staying here.
That's interesting.
They were employed by Mother and Father.
Quick question. Wendell still has those letters, right? Fuck. Okay. She won't believe me without proof.
We're probably not very far away, to be honest, because we're having to drag Igor, so you probably hear like ka-dunk, ka-dunk, as he's going down the stairs. If you wanted to call for Wendell.
Can I hear if because we're
Perception check.
well, I was just saying because we're right next to the room where her mother and father are.
You're at the door and Wendell.
Oh, fuck.
No, you can't hear anything.
Okay. Then I'm gonna be like, give me 2 seconds. And I'm gonna go quickly find Wendell.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, hey, give me those letters.
Not just going to.
Give me the fucking letters, Wendell.
I'll come with you.
No. Give me the goddamn letters.
Bring them back, fine.
Absolutely. I take them. And then I go back.
She's so scarousy.
And I hand them over to
But anyone else?
Nezrin. We found these in the guest bedroom downstairs, so.
She takes them out and starts looking over them. Who's this he who waits in shadows?
I don't know. We were in like a cultist temple, and I went in like this super creepy orb room thing that like sucked me in, and that's the only thing I can think of that somebody waiting in the shadows. But
What are all these numbers, 13, 3, don't make much sense.
well, it's what we found in your downstairs guest room. So
Well, the myriad, we know who they are. They
Yeah.
were imported here. There's even a teleportation circle in that southern guest room that allows them to just appear here. I'm not very happy about it. I don't spend much time here anymore.
yeah.
But mother and father do what they do. I mean, she is a council member, and I'm sure she has her reasons.
Something's not right here, Nezrin. Something's going on in this city, and I think your mother is in the middle of it. And Hal's like using her low tone of voice, like so.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I get that you don't believe me, and I get you have no reason to trust a single word I say, but just be careful. And
She puts her finger up, and she steps into the southern room, and you hear muffled talking. If you'd like to,
yeah, I want to eavesdrop.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Roll perception.
God, I'm so bad.
Wendell, are you still there?
22.
No, she took the letters and.
Okay, and you
Oh.
left.
Hmm.
All right. You're going. I'm getting rid of them. Did you really? Did you finally call the guard? Okay, thank you. They'll be here soon, but I'm getting rid of them now. I don't think they had anything to do with it. I don't think if they weren't here, you wouldn't have a daughter right now. Erstil is, you know what he's like. You know what. Fine. Both of you, whatever. And she walks out, but she's holding something in her hands, like she was kind of hiding it as she exited. And she goes, she walks up to you very quiet. She goes, take this. It has a little bit of information that I don't understand, but maybe you can help me save mother and father. I know you don't like them, but if you've ever cared for me, you know I love them, and you'll help me.
Anything.
She hands it to you. She puts her hand up on your cheek, and she says, don't ever come here again. And she just kind of turns her back towards you.
All right.
What do you do?
She'll start backing away and just don't forget that I love you. And I'll leave.
All right. It takes you a little bit.
Shit.
Yes?
I meant to tell her during that conversation, could I have told her when we were talking about the captain, the guards, Barnabas Blastwind and Seth Cromley?
Okay. We'll say that you mentioned it while you guys were talking, and then she will check your story with them.
Okay. And then I will leave, and I'll catch up with the group.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit to catch up. You're holding the book. It has a couple of the pieces of parchment in it. Wendell and Harlan are just now dragging Igor out of the doorway of the stable.
All right, I'll shove the book away. And then I'm like, this is as far as you guys have gotten?
Do you realize how much this fool eats?
Yeah, all right, here, let me help. And I'm gonna see if I can pick him up.
We established in the green room before the game that Wendell, the only lifting he does is his nose. So he's fairly useless in helping carry people.
Yeah, give me athletic checks, everyone. Let's see how quickly you can move now with Hal.
You don't think
Hal with
borrowed a horse, right?
I don't think we should borrow anything from you.
Okay, Harlan with a 16. And Wendell, your athletics check?
Oh, I'm helping?
Yes.
Oh, that's news to me.
Oh, you're not helping? You don't have to help. You don't
I
want
got
to.
a -1, so it's a 2. So no, I don't think I am
So
helping.
you aren't helping.
No, I don't think
Not
he'd
at
even
all.
try because he knows it would be that bad. He's got mage hand up and he's like nudging his head out of the way so he doesn't hit anything. It doesn't need more damage than it already has.
Okay. With those athletic checks, it's not quick, but you're moving
If
along.
I see a cab, I'm hailing it.
Okay. It's late in the evening. Very
Yes.
late in the evening. You
Yes.
don't expect you'll see any anytime soon. You make it several hundred feet south.
Southeast?
Well, I mean,
I'd
where
like
are
to
you-
see if I can
let's
pick up
move
that
back to the
nimble
map.
right.
I'll get you back to the city map.
Yes. Oh, that fucker went in the Cloud Top district. Is what I'm guessing from our position on the map currently versus southeast. Would I be correct in thinking that the Cloud Top district is probably
From
about...
what you understand and the location you're in, you think that might actually be the case.
My goodness.
Wendell, where
Yeah.
aren't we supposed to be going back to the inn?
I mean, I suppose we could.
Igor moans.
Yeah, we're missing Igor's fucked up. We're missing
He's
Lamont. Where the
fine.
fuck has Lamont been this whole time?
The night, the shadows, I don't know. The one with the darkness.
Let's just go back to the
Terror
inn.
that strikes something, I don't know.
I'm
You
not.
hear in your head how Wendell got it right. I'm always near.
Thanks for your fucking help, Lamont.
What? I didn't. What do you mean? I was out here keeping an eye on things.
Okay. Can we just go home? It's been a long day.
Wendell.
I still have to lurk.
Wendell's just
Disappears.
looking at his detector, which he's gotten a takeout box. I almost forgot that right now.
Yeah, you had to take out box that it sits out of. Yeah,
And then he's like
and it's just
looking
spinning.
at the Cloud Top district.
It's just spinning.
We'll try again tomorrow.
I mean, I could walk all night, but I don't think.
It'd be unwise for you to go alone.
Here, take this. Right. It was wisdom of a wizard, Harlan. I'll do some research into these letters, see if they have a code or a cipher or something maybe in them tonight. I mean, I'm just going to be up all night reading anyways. So.
Well, Hal needs
You
some
did get
rest.
the letters back, right, Hal?
Yeah. Here.
Thank you.
And so does your.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, I meant Igor needs some rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't been
Well,
touched.
currently, the lazy oaf's just resting right now, but I guess we'll get him to the servants' quarters. I'm not walking into another servants' quarters again tonight, though, so...
I'll take him back.
I'm sure that some of the servants at the inn...
So I guess we make the super long trek back to our inn.
And if I
Yes.
see any cabs on the way back, I will hail them down.
All right, roll me a D100.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
It's like 3 o'clock.
I got, let's see, 30.
Okay, I was going under 50.
Mm-hmm.
So about an hour into your trek,
Oh,
as you're about halfway through the central.
we're only
district,
halfway. Yes, cab.
You see a handsome cab come rolling up near you.
Yes,
You
and,
hear it, he's
and
like,
I
"Oh,
think
hey."
I would have even stooped so low before tromping through. This is a low night for Wendell, as to have picked up with 2 fingers with mage hand. The feather duster. And cleaned us up.
Like, oh, hey, you need a ride. Your friend there drank a bit too much this evening, eh?
Yes, yes, we would be very, very grateful for a ride.
You're a strange crowd. Can't say I've ever seen a group like you together in the middle of the night that wasn't up to no good. Right?
Yes, well, we're actually up to a lot of good, actually. And I'll hand him a business card.
Oh,
Group.
group. Seems kind of on the nose, eh?
Yes, we're doing, just a small job, but if you could take us back to the, little white stone.
Gray Skull Shadow.
Grayskull Shadow Inn. Little
Ah,
white stone.
oh, I know right where it is. We'll be right on there. It'll be 5 silver a head. This time of night, you know.
That's fine.
Surge pricing.
I'm an insight check to see if that is fair late nighttime pricing. I don't want to have to add this guy to the falafel vendor list.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's a
Just
D8.
pay the man. I hand him a gold piece.
That's only 2 people. We got 4.
All right.
I was paying for everyone.
That's half. All right, let's go.
I'll
Surge
give him the
pricing.
other half.
All right, great. Thank you.
Wendell's
Thank you.
like doing math in his head. I got a dirty 20 on the insight check.
You figure he might be taking some advantage of you being late night with your friend like that?
Well, Harlan and Hal paid it, so I guess he gets off easy this time. I don't have to add him to that list with the falafel vendor.
He climbs down and helps with getting Igor inside. Oh, this is a biggie. Hi, what do you feed this one?
Too much.
Hey, right so. All right. Climbs back up. Woo! Let's go. We'll get you there in a shake of like a horse's tail or something like that. I don't know, something fun.
Right, and I'm just gonna sit.
go.
I'm gonna sit in the cab and just stare in my takeout box to see if any pings happen while we drive by.
Okay. You ride to the south and then to the west and the east. No pings. But you are serenaded by the terrible voice of your carriage driver as he sings every bawdy, terrible song that he can think of, echoing through the night.
I wish I was deaf.
Yeah. Speaking of how long of a carriage ride did we estimate this trip is?
That's probably, let's see. They aren't going all that fast, and let's see, the distance would have been
Took us an hour to get there.
through a couple gates, 2.5 miles, probably about 30 minutes.
Yes, I'm just gonna use my telepathy and try to put on a like I did with that one guy who was gonna mug me. Oh, Harlan just cast silence. That works.
Around you, silence falls, and it is perfectly quiet for the final 10 minutes of the ride.
Is that a ritual? That is a ritual. I'll have to learn that one from you, Harlan.
He doesn't understand. He just sees your mouth move. He's just nodding.
I'll just tell him with telepathy.
Okay.
No, Harlan at this point is sleeping.
Oh, yes. He's on a strict schedule. I'll make a note of it.
After 30 minutes, you arrive in front. Well, actually, off to the side, because there's still a bit of wreckage in front of the Grayskull Shadow Inn, whereas it's going to be a little while before they can get the full corpse of the airship out from the plaza in front of your home. You come inside, and Roger Rose is still sitting there. Like, oh, hey! Oh, what happened to him?
He got attacked by a drow. Can we get him, like, medical attention and a bed?
A bit. He's not going to die. Don't
Yeah, he
worry.
doesn't necessarily need medical attention, but he needs patching up. Like, we don't need that one scary lady.
No, we don't need the fix. She's not a medic.
All right. So just a cleric. Any
Yes,
preference?
one
I
of those.
suppose.
I need a cleric.
Oh
too.
yes, I suppose they all 3 need clerics still.
Any preference?
One that can
Ew.
get rid of, I don't know, a disease. Is it a
Or,
disease?
I mean, a temple. Do you have a particular temple or something
Ew.
like that? I don't.
Ew, ew.
This first time you called one.
Can
we
you
only
call a
have-
specific person from the temple?
Can you call a specific person from a temple?
Yeah.
I've not tried. We normally have a few temples on call. Mostly we use the Raven Queen.
That's fine.
Their people are very circumspect.
Yeah, go with them. And then can you try and call someone from like the Platinum Dragon? Her name's Jenny.
Sure, I'll send a message. It's strange to be calling on the dragon at this hour.
Do
but-
you have her
Well,
number
not
though?
now, but like tomorrow. Like, can they?
Oh. Well, I was calling the cleric now.
The cleric
but
now. Yeah,
her-
sure.
Oh, of course.
I'm not
Yes.
gonna wake her up. She can wait till morning.
Oh, fine. That's fine. That's fine. Why don't you just take Igor into the
Yep.
dining room, the private room,
Okay.
and we'll have the cleric probably take an hour maybe to get them.
Sure.
All right.
I'll take him in there, like lay
We
him
can all
out on the
just-
ground.
We can all just wait here, except for Harlan. I don't think Harlan didn't get cursed, did he? It was me and Harlan were the okay ones, and
Yeah.
Lamont, yeah. So
It was
Wendell-
Lamont. No, it was me
It was Nikolai, Howell,
Nikolai.
and
Yeah.
Igor.
and Igor.
hell,
Harlan is
Nicholas.
walking into a wall right now.
Harlan, I'll mage hand guide him up the stairs, and then I'll wait in the sitting room, private room with Howell and Igor while the cleric is here. And I'm gonna review those letters.
Yeah, while we're in here, I'm gonna pull out that book.
Okay.
I look
okay.
confused as she pulls out a book.
And it's got 2 other pieces of parchment in it.
Oh, okay.
All right. I just lost my notes. There we go. That's where I was. And here
And
we
it takes
go.
me a long time because I'm a brand new reader, but I read
Right.
through everything.
The book has a lot of numbers and figures, and there's words and
Like
things
a
in it. that-
business ledger?
possibly an accounting book. There are some notes you recognize, a few words here and there, but they're mainly just simple words like is and of. You don't get anything out of it. The 2 letters, same thing. There's a few words you can recognize, but roll me. How about like this? Let's see how well you've been learning your lessons. Roll me an int check.
Okay. -1.
Those are words.
Oh!
It's difficult to see.
She looked like she's struggling a lot. Like she can't really read, but she's trying.
Yes, she does.
Would you like some assistance, Hal?
No, I know what I'm doing.
I can see that. I was just asking if you'd... 2 people reading things gets them read half the time.
Oh. I mean, I guess.
Okay, so what do you hand her? I am sorry.
Thank you.
I will start
Apologies.
with one of the letters.
Okay, so
And I'll just be like, read it out loud to myself. After I read it to myself, actually,
okay,
first.
so the first looks like a more recently written
Mm.
piece of parchment, and this is what it says.
Oh my god, this is fucking gonna blow Lamont's mind! Okay, I think Wendell is like, having a sip of tea while he begins to read, and he like, just reads it to himself first and then goes, let me make sure I read that correctly. Hi, Tinker Wasserin.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yes, Hal, yes. I'm sorry, reading it to myself. I'll just read it aloud. You haven't read this one yet, I see. I, Tinker Wasserin, the loss of your brass hands and the crash of the airship are on your head. Rebuild your forces, control that damned Nimblewright, and find that vault. Our lord who waits in the shadows is benevolent, but only to a point. He, all caps, that means dramatic, will help those who help themselves, and will bring ruin to those who deny him as his brothers and sisters denied him. The gears of time is upon us all. Prime 13. He starts with 8. Sorry. You're right.
No, you're fine.
Yes, hi Tinker Wasserin. This Laurent's going to go insane. It's probably a good thing he wasn't in it.
Probably.
I'm so disappointed.
Do you think that's the workshop that Mr. Wasserin was mentioning? You think that's his Tinker's workshop?
I don't think it's him.
Oh, you think it's a lady high tinker, Wastron?
From the time I spent with that family, the lady's definitely in charge.
Oh, one of those families.
Here, help me, or yeah.
Wendell's
this
glad
one.
he didn't flirt any further with that lady thing. 'Cause apparently the Wastron.
All right, so you hand her the other parchment?
Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Yes, this confirms it. Hi, Tinker Hannah Wasserin. I have concerns about your employment of the Myriad agents. There are rumors among the other primes that the Myriad work for 3 and has its own interests in mind. 2, 7, and 5 are all in agreement that we should keep the Myriad involvement at a minimum. Do not be distressed. I have contacts in the clasp now, and I believe we may have options for the 3rd High Tinker position. This may be just what we need in a Mon. Also, 11 asks that we inform him as to the disposition of Harlan Flipcloak. They are very interested in having him returned soon. May he who waits guide our hands. 13.
What the fuck do they want with Harlan?
The Mon's
Are they
mind's going to blow.
hobgoblins?
Is 7 a hobgoblin? Oh, 11. Is 11 a hobgoblin?
Okay, so wait.
So maybe there's a
And they're
high
saying the
tinker.
class.
How many races are there? Maybe there's one for each of them. 11 is for hobgoblins.
Okay, so Harlan, I'm gonna tell you something. Wendell.
Harlan's in bed!
Wendell.
Yes. Oh, sorry. This is already exciting.
So I'm gonna tell you something that probably will get my whole family killed. Plus Nezrin, who's the love of my life.
Okay, well.
So
He kind of holds a finger up to his lips, knowing that we're in a clasp, 51% clasp on him. He goes, he slides over and he says, I know you care for me very deeply, Hal, but I turned you down once before, but telepathically he'll say, we're sitting in an inn that's 51% owned by the clasp. Perhaps we should have this discussion elsewhere. I'm sorry,
Fine.
Hal.
Yeah.
He says verbally again.
yeah. Whatever. Okay.
Maybe we should just go on a nice, refreshing walk after that cleric gets there. Clear your head.
That sounds great. Read this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is an accounting book. It's a lot of numbers and
There's
things.
anything Wendell loves about business. It's the book work.
Right. So I'm going to need you to make a roll. How would you like to make the roll here? I won't say just investigation because you are experienced in matters of business. So let's discuss how you'd like to make this roll.
So, Wendell is a shrewd businessman. I won't say how many years he's got on him in business because a gentleman never discloses his age. But,
Yeah, that's true.
perhaps he can use, since he's used to seeing accounting books, rather than investigation, maybe an insight to kind of use his wisdom to determine if any of these numbers are false or skewed,
Okay.
or if there's a hidden kind of
I
code
think
in
that's
here.
an excellent choice. Go ahead and make your roll.
Okay.
The DC will determine what you find.
Give
Okay.
yourself guidance.
Yeah, I'm going to give myself a nice little pat on the back.
And I'm assuming I can't help with this because I
Because you
can't.
can't read.
Yeah, unfortunately. And now if Harlan was here, he probably could help. But he's
We might want to wake Harlan anyways to show him this letter. He's always going on about time stuff.
Yeah. Let me go grab
You
him.
grab
real quick.
him. I'll start.
I'll allow it before you make your roll.
And I'll run upstairs and just. Harlan,
Yes.
you need to wake up. There's important stuff happening.
It's not a fire.
No,
This is a fire
Oh.
drill.
I'll be down in a minute.
no, now.
I'll be down in 56 seconds. I take just a moment and I head out of the door.
I just wait impatiently. I'm like, come on, let's go.
What do you need?
I show him the 2 letters first.
Oh,
He's gotten out, I think by this point, a couple sheets of paper to kind of cross-reference numbers and write things down. That way he doesn't have to do as much page flipping and stuff. He's getting all business numbers ready, and it feels so good. He's like, oh, this is probably one of the most excited you've seen him in a while. Business ledger.
All right, so you see the two parchments that we read earlier. So now you'll know what they know, and you see that someone named 11 was asking about the disposition of you.
This is unnerving.
Yes. We
Why
think
we
there
came
might be
got
more
you.
answers in this book. Business ledger. Would you like to go over it with me, Harlan? You seem good with time and numbers and timestamps and dates.
Yes, I'd very interested in finding out where this comes from.
It's a good thing I had help. That is going to be a 21 with help compared to a 2.
Ooh.
So,
Okay. I will, because the DC was dependent upon what you would find, I will read out what you find.
ooh,
Because there are some things you didn't find.
I bet. Well, the high investigation people aren't here.
The first
Except for
piece of
Harlan.
information you found is significant investment capital provided to Kraz to help finance the remodel of Greyskull Keep into the Whitestone Embassy. Also provided investment capital for the building of the Greyskull Shadow Inn to Zilliger. Investment should provide easy returns and possible favors in the future. The second point that you find, let me pop this out so I can read it over here. All right. So, second one you find is connection in Silver, Gold Arm, and Hanover accounting firm suggests investment in Hassenpfeffer Winery. Small investment with a family head could return tenfold. Wendell knows that Silver, Gold Arm, and Hanover accounting firm is the one that ran off with your money.
Wendell gets very grumpy faced and twirls his mustache at Tal'Dorei upon reading that.
Third bit of information hidden deeper inside the accounting book is the Myriad promises a hefty return on investment in both the short and long term. They may also have information on Sifa's vault. Moderate investment capital from Wasserin and Tal'Dorei Council suggested.
Interesting.
And the last bit of information, hidden behind a few unknown bits of information, kind of written in the margins of the ledger, is Hassenpfeffer House head is vulnerable. We suggest applying pressure. If part of fortune can be squandered, then Hassenpfeffer Winery will become available for a low investment. Removal of Hassenpfeffer heir also a possibility.
I am insulted.
What's going on? What would you find?
He's written those out as notes to the side with the
Okay.
side paper, and he'll
Still can't
read
read.
them out loud. Yeah, he'll read them out loud again. Yes.
You also learned that the Wasserins are just swimming in cash. Like, too much for someone in their position, you imagine.
Interesting.
What is our next move?
Waiting for the cleric?
Yes, waiting for the cleric. I'll clean some of this up. Wait. Mage hand, just
There's a knock on the door.
mage
I
hand
will
and
go-
hand grabs the papers in.
Yeah, I'll wait till we're clear, and then I'll go open the door.
I'll just throw my handkerchief over the.
There's a shorter elven man dressed in dark grays and blacks, hood pulled down over his face. You can just see the lower half. You can see that where his eyes are supposed to be. It's just shaded. I've heard that support is necessary.
Yeah, hi. So a friend over there is unconscious. I've got some kind of disease. I guess?
Yes,
I don't
he
know.
does as well.
I'm
The
sure.
unconscious one.
Excellent.
Anyway, come on in.
He steps in. I imagine the standard donation to the temple will be in order.
How much
Let's-
is the standard donation?
200 gold upon the next month
Sure.
for our quiet in your time of need.
Yep.
We also require that if you cross anything of the undead, you always let us know. I know this is your first time dealing with us in this capacity, but it's a quid pro quo that we use. You tell us of the undead as soon as you find it. Anything at all.
Sure.
Yes?
I've never seen anything of the undead, so
Then you have been blessed, for they hound the shadows and are forever trying to bring us down.
That
consider myself
sucks.
fortunate, and sure I'll recognize one if I see it.
Doesn't really acknowledge anything, just kind of walks over to Igor. Places a hand over his forehead and is like, this one is consumed with some sort of disease. You shared bodily fluids with this one? Looking over at
Oh.
Hal.
No.
How did you contract this?
The peach cobbler was poisoned.
Yeah, we ate dessert. Well, fucking got whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, not all of us.
Where did you eat this dessert? This is a virulent necromancy.
Oh,
Here. And
yes,
then
we traced the fruit vendor back, and Winda will tell him the story of how we discovered this filth monster behind.
You look over at you. It's like, you truly dispatched this beast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should reconsider my thoughts about you as an organization.
Call us group, and I'll slide over a business card.
Looks at it. You're not
Anything
with
you need.
the clasp,
We're independently owned and operated.
but you're...
Yes, it's complicated.
It's a strange situation.
Would you be interested in taking upon work for the temple if we come across things that need
Interested, yes.
dispatching?
Sure.
Excellent.
Can
Can you get rid of the gunk?
Give me a moment, please.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm just asking.
Don't... These things take time.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure.
He kind of concentrates, begins chanting something. And you see kind of like it seems like Igor relaxes a bit.
Mm.
And then it goes in. He's quite injured. I will bring him back to consciousness, but rest will probably solve most of his injuries.
Yes, or
Absolutely.
if you think he'd get more rest unconscious, that's fine as well.
No, I would feel more comfortable if he was awake.
All right. Well, he's not going to die. I made sure. of it.
Unconscious people have a tendency to become dead very easily.
Yeah,
That's fair.
true. Not with me around. Okay.
Places his hand on his chest and his hand begins to glow, and it's kind of got this kind of shadowy sort of glow to it.
And
Perfect
Igor
timing.
comes alive.
And Igor appears awakened. He kind of wakes from his unconscious state.
The timing there.
It was such perfect timing. Oh my god.
You've been unconscious since you've left, and
Yeah.
you came back. You're muted,
muted.
though.
Igor's been unconscious.
Yes, you got hit by that man with the short swords, and you went down.
Are we still alive?
We're all still alive, but you last thing you remember is what you last saw. And now you're back awake in the private room of the Grayskull Shadow Inn.
Your eyes open, and there is a medium height elven man in dark clothes and hood with his hand on your chest, and it's glowing shadowy kind of.
Master, why is he touching my chest?
It's not because he's interested, Igor.
Healing
You're being healed. Remember that disease you contracted from the peach cobbler? He's fixing it.
My son, you're still quite injured. Please, just lay back. You're fine. And Miss looks over at Hal. He looks over at Hal. He's like, and you contracted the same disease as he?
Yeah.
Come to me.
Okay.
He places both hands on each side of your face. He's like, yes. And then you feel like a cool sort of energy enter your head, go through your body, and then you kind of feel the same weight that Igor was under just fade away.
That's a lot better. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad that we were able to help. And I hope that we'll be able to do business in the future if you're
Yes.
truly as adept as you seem.
I'll also just nonchalantly lean against the wall that has the mounted dragon head on it.
He doesn't notice.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just try to play it cool. If he doesn't notice, it's fine. I tried.
I
Um,
will waive our customary payment for this evening in the hopes that you may do business with us in the future. Please remember what we charged.
Yeah.
When it comes time for accounting.
yes.
Excuse me,
Thank you.
mister.
Yes, son.
Can I get up yet?
I suggest you sleep. We're very injured.
Arthur?
You'll get you to your bed, Igor, and then you can sleep.
If you ever have questions
Okay.
going forward, or if you need support, have your man ask for Anselm Right Swan. That is I.
Right.
There's no
Yes,
H in that.
if the dungeon master could put that spelling into the chat for me, I would be eternally
do so.
grateful.
I have a
That
dog
was
in
a-
front of my keyboard. I will do the best I can.
That was a mouthful.
Anselm.
Like your name's not a mouthful?
My name's pronounceable, though.
Is it?
Anselm Right
Wendell is quite the
Swan.
mouthful.
Oh my.
Gross.
He bows and excuses himself out, leaving you
Yes.
alone
Have a
again.
lovely evening.
Is there anything else
Um,
you'd like to do before you all go to rest?
Nope.
Ouch.
I'm going to review my own business ledgers.
We need to discuss
I don't sleep.
these letters.
We do need to discuss these letters. We should probably discuss them before the month. Oh, Hal, you wanted to take a brief walk outside now that your head's been cleared, right? We should do that. Take Igor to his chambers. We can go the scenic route.
Right.
Yes, Harley, would you like to come with?
I'm in need of rest.
All right. Well, we'll
That's
see
fair.
you in the morning then.
Master, do you need an escort for the evening?
No,
Nope.
we're escorting you, Igor, because you're so heavily injured.
I'm feeling pretty good.
We
actually.
care
I
so deeply about you.
Come with me, Igor. I'll take
Oh,
you.
Harlan will get there. Come on, Hal, let's go for a walk.
Oh.
And he'll offer his arm, but in a more of a gentleman, less on he's hitting on her way. First time probably he's not hit on her. More like a yes, we're being sly kind of way.
She'll like very hesitantly go for it.
Okay. No, go out on. We'll go on that wall. No.
All right, so as Harlan and Igor head towards the servants' quarters through the kitchen, Wendell and Howell go off to talk. Where do you go to talk?
Is there an area nearby that I know of that the class doesn't frequent?
Yeah.
Probably your home, but that's not that close by.
Okay.
You imagine that the most secure place is the secret basement room with the broken door.
Yeah.
Is it though? Last ball ran out through the sewers. It's right there. I don't. Maybe it's just me, but I don't picture that place as safe at all from the collapse. There's a nice cemetery. There's a charming cemetery someone almost mugged me at the other night. That's not very far from here.
Okay.
I'm sure the clasp doesn't. Does the clasp cemetery?
I don't know.
I thought. All right. Alright, let's just let's go there. I don't know.
Okay, we go there.
Probably not there.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's really late.
it's really late
Well,
at this
technically,
point.
people would probably be starting to get up and get ready for work.
Yeah,
That's-
there's people on the streets now. Some people walking around.
if there's like a window box with some flowers in it, he'll just mage hand pick them so it looks like they're gonna put flowers on a grave.
Okay.
Yeah, keep that
So-
cover up.
You find several places you could probably stop. There are several, like
Okay.
the beginnings of several parks and whatnot.
Yeah.
That are being built near the Whitestone Embassy.
Sure.
as they try and gentrify the area.
Just keep hush tones talking to Park.
Okay.
Righto. Now that we're away from prying ears.
Let's just double check real quick that there's no one around us.
Yes. I'll cast Detect Thoughts with my second spell slot.
And I will.
Because that will help me detect creatures.
Okay.
I don't see anybody.
No, you don't.
Is anyone within... what's the range? 30 feet?
I'm trying to check the specific. I really should just have detect thoughts. Like
Here, I'll put it in our this thing.
I've got it. Or you go into it. Okay. You focus your mind on one creature that you can see.
No, you can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures that you can't see. When you cast the spell, or as your action during the duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. The spell can penetrate
see that.
barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal and lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks you. So in a park, there shouldn't be any of that stuff. So,
Nope. No one around.
Cool.
Okay, so then just in quiet, hushed tones, I will tell Wenzel about my meeting with Spiraling Benath. And I will tell him everything.
Okay. Are any highlights you'd like to focus on?
I will tell him that first of all, that captain was Spiraling Benath.
What? Who?
Yeah, he's like in charge of the class.
Is he really? I don't think Wendell knows this.
And he asked about that splendor thing or galore or what was
The
it?
Stone of Galore.
Yeah, that
Which
thing.
is what this 13 is after as well.
Yeah, and he wants it, and he essentially threatened my kids and Nezrin with bad things
Oh.
if I didn't betray all of you and give it to him.
Seeking to threaten children is so low.
Just kind of side eye.
Wendell's never threatened children. They don't need their souls.
I
Those
don't
are two completely different things.
I don't think Hal believes that.
He wants them alive and well and healthy and intact. Because they're very useful. Kill them. Youth
Fair.
are our future. You really shouldn't kill them off.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously Hal will go into more detail.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
But yeah, so
Plot thickens.
a lot of people are after this stone thing.
Yes, I believe I may need to do some research into this stone. Would you mind if I looked over this ledger some more tonight? I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep anyways. Not that I need to.
Yeah, that's fine. I think Nezrin stole it from her mom, so.
Right. Alright then. We should probably keep it in the secret room then, so it's protected from prying eyes.
I'd say just, since you don't sleep anyway, just keep it on yourself all the time.
Alright, I can do that.
Because I don't trust
I
that,
don't
bro.
I don't sleep. No. Alright.
Okay.
Well then. I guess we should head back to the inn. So you can get some rest. I suppose you need that.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yes, beauty sleep is important for those who need it.
Sure.
And he'll walk her back to the inn.
Okay, as you guys are walking back before we end the session for the evening, because we started late, we're ending a little bit late, so we'll head back to Harlan and Igor. The kitchen is a bustle with just work. There is breads being made right now. They're being kneaded and rolled. The women kind of look up at you and just sort of shake their head like, oh, two young men out drinking. As
Igor's
Harlan
all
helps
beaten up and bloody.
You're not bloodied.
Yes, you were cleaned.
Okay.
Someone cleaned you up.
Who could have been?
Wendell, you care.
No.
It wasn't Wendell?
No, it was Wendell.
Oh, okay. I was going to say maybe it was that H fellow.
So Harlan, you step outside the kitchen into a large courtyard. You've not been back here before. It enters into the stable on one side, and then there's another small outbuilding, 2-story, across the way.
How do we get to the rooms from here?
Oh,
Oh,
does Igor recognize the way?
Oh yeah, the small 2-story building is the servants' quarters.
Oh, we're back at the main place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back
Well,
in the main place.
over there's where we sleep.
oh
Yeah.
yes.
Allow me, master. And Igor will go butler mode and pretend like Harlan is now master, even though Harlan's escorting Igor. He thinks it's weird. He's like, no, I still have to be a butler. This is
As he
too
gets to the door, several young serving girls come out and just like they see Harlan there, and they all bob a quick bow and kind of look at Igor like, that's not your master, and then on to the kitchens.
Harlan just like looks around confused. What is going on?
I do, but pay them no heed. They are new, I think. This way.
Yes.
And they'll hobble.
You enter into a smaller building. It's very roughly made. It's finely made, but it's rough. There's not a lot of adornments inside this particular building, and there's just doors on each side and a stairway at the end. Igor leads you to one on the right hand side at the end, and you see Igor's room. It's very simple: bed, table, few little adornments that he's collected to decorate
There's
the
a
room for
potted
himself.
plant and a pet rock.
Yes.
Oh, I expected a pile of hay.
Hay was what my old accoutrements used to be. This is an upgrade, and I'm very happy.
Well, I guess.
Can I get you anything, master? I am at my room, so I don't need anything else. So what do you need?
I need nothing but to be asleep 3 hours ago.
Oh, let me escort you to your room, master. Igor will turn back out of the room to escort Harlan to his.
I suppose if you feel comfortable doing so.
I've been placed in your charge by my master. You are my master for the moment.
Igor, roll me a con save.
Okay then. One con save coming right up.
The news is you didn't fail any of your death saves.
That's good.
Yeah.
He was unconscious for quite a while.
Math. 22.
Oh, okay, you're fine. You escort Harlan back to his room. Back the way you came. Everyone gives you strange looks again.
This way, master. He's bowing and guiding him.
All right. You make it up to the 4th floor. Harlan heads into his room. Igor, I imagine you're going to head back to your room?
Assuming Harlan doesn't need anything, yes. I'm a butler.
Fine, thank you.
Then ring the bell if you need me. I think we had the bells serviced lately. As I remember, the bells were ringing, and Igor was like, or he did something to it. I can't remember. It's been a while.
That is quite good to know, Igor. You should get some rest yourself.
Okay. Do you know when Master might be back?
I'm assuming he will come and get you when he's ready for you.
Maybe a light nap is in order.
Yes.
Igor's going to bow and be like, "Good night, sir," and shut the door on his way out.
Harlan just closes the door. Oh, what an idiot.
And on the way back to the servants' quarters, Igor would like to go by the kitchen and see if there's a...
Well, you have to. You have to, because the kitchen is the only way to get to the servants' quarters.
Excellent. I'm all dead.
But as it is a little after 5 a.m, all you see is bread being kneaded and things being prepared. Nothing has been cooked quite yet.
I could go for a dough ball. That sounds pretty good.
Give me a sleight of hand, because these women aren't going to let you take one unless they don't see you doing it.
Is that a mouse over there? Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Oh shit. 7.
You get a basically a pin, a rolling pin to the hand as you grab.
Oh, a smart.
Don't be touching the food. Get out
You
of
only
here.
had 1 HP. You go unconscious again.
I was just looking to help is all. I'll be in my room if you need assistance with the food.
Right. You look rough. Go get some sleep. You've been out all night partying, roughing it up with the boys. Get out of here. We got responsible people working.
Okay. I did rough it up a lot.
I can see.
Turn and go.
All right. And as everyone heads to bed, yes, Wendell?
I tell. Let's see. Is it Roger Roger or who's awake currently?
He's still on staff.
I tell him
right
to
now. It's still the
summon
night staff.
the tailor.
I will summon the tailor. I'm not
Thank
sure
you.
when. Normal operating hours. is
Yes,
when
yes.
we-
Whenever the normal operating hours are, I don't know when those are. That's for piss. So.
Right, you are, master. I will
Yes.
take care of it.
Thank you. I assume it's probably after daybreak. And I kind of look outside at the darkness.
It will be done,
I'll just be in the private room over here.
of course.
I pour over all the ledgers of business.
And as we wonder why Wendell wanted a tailor, we will call it there for the session this evening. That was a lot of fun. My face hurts. I've been laughing and smiling. But I saw the yawns coming from the house section of the Zoom call, so we would end it there. That was a lot of fun. We were able to get the lore drops out there, and I love the looks on your faces when some of those things came out. We'll have to catch Igor up on what the lore drops were. So we're going to go around and have everyone tell us who they are, where we can find you, and what was your favorite part of the evening. Normally I start with Lamont, but this time we'll start with the woman of the hour, the fighter with the mostest, and maybe a little help for the love of her life. Maybe not. I don't know. I tried to make it as ambiguous as possible. How? You're muted.
Yep, that's the kind of day it's been. It's fine. Hi. I'm Hal. I play the shifter fighter who just saw the love of her life for the first time in a very long time. Yeah, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter. Same handle at Nuggetosaurus. My favorite part was, of course, talking to Nezrin, because it was right in the feels. Right in the feels. It was. I'm excited. I'm excited for where this is going. I'm ready. And yeah, that's me.
All right, great. I hope I did her justice at the first time. And Nezrin was someone who was added in late after the story started. Nugget gave me all the information, gave me a little bit of story, even wrote me a little story, kind of telling a little bit about it. And we added it in, and it just worked out perfect to stick her right in the heat of everything.
It fit.
Yeah, it's perfect. I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm sure it'll be heartbreaking and terrible for everyone. All right. So speaking of heartbreaking and terrible, we go to our favorite hobgoblin, Harlan Flipcloak.
Yes, that's me. Hi. I'm D20 Coup de Grace. You can find me playing Harlan here, and tomorrow I will be playing Magnus Deep Shaft. And you can also find me playing various video games throughout the week on my Twitch channel. Let's see. My favorite part was probably accidentally exploding the drow. That complete accident. I kind of wanted to know his story, but I guess I won't. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, if you hadn't a crit, I was going to try and make it happen. I was going to have like an arm blow off or something, but you crit and you rolled good damage too. So lungs on the wall. That's what happens when that happens. lungs on the wall, sliding down, bloody gore, and especially right after Hal ripped the throat out of one of the guys. Yeah, that was you missed a lot, Igor. You really did miss a lot.
We are quite subtle.
It sounds
That's
like
that's what they say about group.
like love of life issues, and then it sounds like turning into a werewolf and ripping somebody's throat out. I mean, it's like, what's going on here?
She didn't even turn. She didn't even shift. She just ripped someone's throat out.
Exactly. And to tell us what's really going on here, let's go with Igor. I know you weren't here for the whole thing, but you got to bookend both of it. So yeah.
Yay! Shiny Pilot 206 on Twitch and Twitters. I'm playing Igor. Yeah, I'm a little bamboozled from stuff I had to do, so I'm a little turned around for funniest part. But I know we were all having fun, so I was just having fun with everybody having fun. So yay! Thank you everybody for coming. And yeah, I need some catching up. It sounds like I missed a lot. I'm going to be talking to you guys later.
That's what we'll be doing right after the show ends. Myself, I'm that Deception Check. I'm the DM here for Mondays in Exandria. I also play a pirate, not pirate, on Mists of Ravenloft, who is lost in a house of horrors and is just disappointed that there's no water really here. It's just raining and
there's so much water
it's falling from the sky. It doesn't count. And he also gets to play the crotchety old man Hank Granger on our Alien show, and we have that on Fridays. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. My favorite part probably was the look on everyone's face when the lore drops started falling. That was a lot of fun. I really liked the interaction with Hal as Nezarin. I hope I did her justice on that one. So I thought it was fun because it's a really important part of the backstory, and you always want to make sure that turns out the way you want to. So I hope to do everybody else justice when their parts come up. I dropped a little bit of something for everyone here. Not really any way to put anything for Igor in this one, but his is coming. It really is. I can't wait. So I'm going to pass it on to the Lord of this manor, the most interesting man in Naman with the most glorious and magnificent mustachio has ever been seen upon the face of Exandria, Wendell Eustace. Whatever, I can't. It's not printed this time, so I can't say the whole thing of the House of Pfeffer, whatever's. Yes.
That's me, Wendell Eustace Abernathy Lucius Rockwaddle Halston Pfeffer the Fourth. And it's wealth. It spells wealth. So, you can call me wealth for sure. But yeah, no, that was super awesome. My favorite part was actually that Igor was here from literally until he got KO'd, until he got revived back. That was uncanny timing. It was hilarious. Harlan blasting through someone's, torso was great. Hal being like, I don't, these aren't my friends, but I guess they are, was pretty funny. Just so much lore drop stuff was interesting. That was both me and Wendell's first thought was, oh my god, Lamont's gonna shit himself when he finds out about this. It's gonna be so great. We almost had that damn nimble right. So, next time. But yeah, you can find us here every Monday for Mondays in Exandria. You can find us here tomorrow at the same time for Mists of Ravenloft. We're probably gonna hopefully finish at the haunted house tomorrow. We'll see what happens, because you never know. But they only have 2 elements left. So, and they're practically at birthday party magic. So, because that's an element, birthday party. In case y'all didn't know. It's a thing. It's death, birthday party, water, and fire. Simple stuff. Basic knowledge. So, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Some weird scheduling stuff's going on for this month, so I will let y'all know ASAP when we have dates for Aliens and Teenagers from Outer Space, when what's happening, etc. But thank you all so much for hanging out and watching. This was a super fun episode. My face hurts from laughing, even though Wendell is just done. He subjected himself to servant's stairwell twice. He thought it was going to be a one-time thing, but there was a door in his. It was awful upsetting. But yeah, thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next week. Have a lovely and fantastic evening.